Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to start our dive into the dungeon of Dungeon Crusade. We're going to do this first scenario, Into the Depths, and go from there. I've gone through everything so far as setup. I have the village board, the dungeon UI board set up. I'm playing on the novice setting, and I'm not going to use the traps for right now. So that's how everything is set up for this particular. I have, like I said, I've done everything. I came in from the Avalon Adventure board game with, fortunately, 3,400 gold, but only one item. I was extremely lucky in the setting up our blacksmith area. I had actually got two of the fabled items came up. Luke's training sword I gave to Maholiak, and Mallory's golden bow came up, and obviously I gave that to Faith. So I've managed to outfit all of my heroes with two weapons. I did get two pickaxes, and everybody's got the counterattack special ability, obviously, that comes with it. I healed a couple. Let's see, maybe three that were heavily damaged from the adventure board game. A couple of them I just went ahead and bought. I got Faith a healing potion. I got Palum ochre juice because they were down like 3 on health and or essence. So I figured I'd use those when I got down to when they got to 6, because you can see where my characters are currently. Well, he's a little bit over here to the side, but that's Melhiliac. So I managed to maintain 300 gold in case I want to buy some other things. I did not buy a torch to start off with, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's you can see my heroes here. I did go ahead and grab. I'm going to go ahead and use the miniatures, actually from Dungeon Alliance. I think, unfortunately, they're pre-painted because I don't paint. Our Albus comes from. What did I grab him from? Maybe a sword and sorcery thing. He is not painted. Again, I don't paint, so I thought that might give a little bit better look from, especially from above, from this one. And there's what they look like coming into the dungeon. And everybody's set up, and we'll see what happens. Again, I have everything set up for the dungeon board over there. Not the, well, the dungeon board obviously, but also the village board and the dungeon UI board. All the mining sites are set up. The minion population again is at the minimum 3. Guardian spawns at 20. I probably will not be using these. I may go through it just once, just so you can see, but I'm going to use the combat app, and I'll put a link in the description where that is. It truly is an excellent app, and trying to remember the gentleman's name, Ed, and I'll probably butcher his last name, Farias. Developed that with Roger working on it also, or at least giving him the idea. So, and it works well. I'm impressed with it. So I'll be using that. It's basically a web. I think there's an iOS and an Android versions out there, and there's also a website that you can just run it right off the website. So without further ado, let's get into this dungeon. Again, Into the Depths, Dungeon Crusade, created by Roger Deering and published by Grievous Games Unlimited. So our first thing to do is the upkeep phase. Remember, there are 5 phases. We don't have a lot to do on this first one. I'm going to process any afflictions. Nobody's got an affliction yet. Nobody has a lit torch, so we don't have to roll to see if it goes out. Nobody has used any special abilities that need to be unchanneled. So next is the initiative tokens for the heroes. And let's see. Not sure how I want to do this initially, but we'll see here. Down to our heroes. I think we'll just go with Melhiliac first, then Zeke, then Inwin, Sir Brennus, Faith, and Palum. So that is how we're going to start. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to send Albus out. And since Albus can reveal a mining site, that's the first thing he's going to do. He's going to run around this dungeon and see which of these mining sites are good and see which are fake. So you can see Albus has a movement of a d6 plus 6. So d6. So he's got 9 movement. There's Albus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to move over there first towards that one. That is his first action. He has a second action. He's going to move some more. Got 9 more. He's going to move there. That puts him adjacent, so he can reveal this one. That is a mining site A, so that's one we can head to. We have another one over here. We have, geez, I forgot to mark it. Let me count this back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's got 8 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Sir Brennus is up next. Sir Brennus has a movement of a d6 plus 2. He's got 6. And let's see, which way do we want to go? Sir Brennus is here. He's got 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to head over towards that treasure chest and then maybe up to this other mining. See what's up there. So he is going to move again for 8. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I've already messed up, so anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to land on that. And even though I have, nice little sheet made up here of the different phases and what I'm going to do, I just completely skip 2 of them. So we're going to go back. We're going to stop there. He's going to open that chest here in a little bit. The second thing from after the upkeep phase is the encounter phase. So we're going to draw an encounter card. And obviously, as always, that first encounter card is an interlude card. As you create your deck, that first card's always going to be an interlude card. So we don't have to worry about anything there at least. But we do have to roll for the Guardian. And remember, the Guardian track is on 20. And we do not have a Guardian. Okay, so sorry about that. I'll try to do better from here on out. I will make mistakes. There's no doubt. There's so much happening in this game. I'll mess up. I messed up in my first playthrough. Just like that. I'd skip over something. I'd be so interested in starting whatever I was thinking about that I would forget. Okay, so his second move, he has landed on a treasure chest. So we will take that token off. And let's go draw a treasure chest card. See what we end up with. And 1,000 gold, which is always a good thing. Well, if it shows up or not, but anyway, we got 1,000 gold. So 1 treasure chest down. Let's dig up 1,000 gold. I got these, got those little guys. Thought they'd be pretty handy. Little metal coins. So Melhiliac has 1,000 gold. Which on these, actually it's going to be that's actually going to be a 10, so it's 10 100s. Okay, up next is Zeke. Zeke also has a movement of a D6 plus 2. And he's going to kind of follow along over there. What I've decided, I think, tactically, I'm going to kind of split the party into 3s. And I'm going to have one from each party do some mining, hopefully, and then maybe the other 2 may search a few chambers here and there. As you can see, I've the different little colored. Well, you can't see it now because I still got the dice tray up. Sorry. The different colors. These are green. The green ones, and there are two green quests, 2 yellow quests, and 2 red quests. So that's what the little colored beads remind me to. The red doors is part of the setup for one of the quests. So these 2 probably come over here. Maybe they can start on these 2 quests, and while Melhiliac's doing some mining over in that area. So With that said, we'll go and roll a dice. That is a 5, and I'm going to go ahead and roll the other one. That's another 5. So Zeke is going to have 10 movement. He's just going to move that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then we got Inwin. She has a movement of D6 plus 3. So same thing, I'm going to roll, go ahead and roll twice because she's just going to move. That is a 3, so that's 6 and 9. So she's got 15. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They can move through. 11, 12, 13. 13? Dadgummit. See, I need to remember this stuff. 15. She's got 2 more. Okay. So next up we've got Sir Brennis. Sir Brennis also has a D6 too. He also has, Melhiliac has one of the pickaxes, Sir Brennis has the other one. So I think they're going to move over this way, because obviously we already know we've got a mining site up there, so he wants to get up to that. So Sir Brennis has got a D6 plus 2 movement also, and he's going to move. Okay, so that's 4, and not moving very quick, that's 7. So he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next up is Faith. She has a D6 plus 2 movement. Also, she's got 3 and 7. So that's 10 for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's really no, all those are red ones. Let's see. Let's say 8, 9, 10. Let's go this way. I may send her and Pauline over here. Maybe they can play around over there while Sir Brennis is mining. Okay, so last is Palum. She has a D6 plus 4. That is 9. Ooh, and 10. She's got 19. Try to remember that, money. 19. I think we may just head her up there to that treasure chest, going that way. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe getting folks a little too far spread apart, but we'll see. Okay. Now, there is a question that just pops in my mind now. I'm not sure if I was supposed to put minions in before we started, but it didn't. I didn't see anything about setting up minions during the actual setup. However, if you go to like Celebration Day, before you go back into the dungeon from Celebration Day, you've already got however many minions you got set up. But I didn't do it, so we're going to do it now, which is like the next step anyway, the monster phase. Okay, so remember our minion setting is 3, because we're on the novice. We're sissies. We're going to go easy this time. I'll ratchet it up a little bit later. So we're going to draw 3 minion cards and see what we have. And you will hear a lot of movement probably through this microphone, because I have to get up and down, and I'm old, and doing that is more exercise than I really want. Okay, 3 minions are over here. There's our first one. And our second one. I'm kind of going down instead of across as shown in the rule book. Do those show up? Well, not great, but you can see them. We have a shadow dweller with a gold star, a shadow servant with a gold star, and an orc sagebreaker with a silver star. So let me get those counters up and we'll see what happens. Okay, first up is the green shadow dweller, itsy bitsy spider. So I'm going to roll actually 4 dice. It just kind of helps speed things up. The D8 is going to tell me which spawn point the spider's going to come at. The D20 will tell me if it's going to start off raiding or not. And the D6 will tell me how far it's going to move, plus, what has that guy got? A 4 plus 4. And then, obviously, that one will tell me what direction it's going to start off in. Those don't show up real good. I've tried everything I can think of. Turning on lights, turning off lights, doesn't make any difference. The colors just doesn't show up unless I do that. So anyway, so we're going to roll 4 dice, see what happens. And we can see that is gold, yellow, whatever you want to call it, orange. So it is not raiding because it needs a 20 to do that. It is going to move 5 and it's going to spawn on 2. Okay, let me see. I can figure that out maybe. So 2 is right there. And it's going to start on the orange path for 5. This is the orange path going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's kind of go in there. And this is a neat little trick that showed up on Facebook. It's kind of shows you a point, which way they're going. So that's where he's at. Okay. Next up is the red shadow servant. And that's blue. Not raiding. Movement is 6 plus 3, so he's got 9, and he's spawning in 6. So 9 movement from spawn point 6. 7, 5, 6, right there all by us. So immediately, because he is 4 spaces away, that's why it may have been good to actually spawn him beforehand, huh? But this is cool. That adds a little bit of a intrigue, interest, unknown. So he immediately is going to turn raiding now that he sees. Who is that? That is Inwin. No, not Inwin. That's Faith. Faith. Inwin has the bow. She's way over there. Okay, so again, within 4 spaces, ignores Albus, although Albus, I'm sure, is sitting there growling at that dude for just popping right up in front of him. So it goes to rating. We are not, let's see, are we? No, we are not in a quadrant that has, this quadrant does, but this one does not. Does not have the 1 to 3, 4 to 6. So he's going to move that way, and he's going to move right into her because he's moving 9. Is that what we said? 6 plus 3. Yeah, okay. So that's all you can see right now. So what his favorites are, let's see, a 2, a 1, and a 3. And she's actually at the bottom of that list. 2 would be Paula, she's too far away. And he may attack Sir Brennis later, but all he can see is her. So he's going to 1, 2, 3. It's going to attack. And we had said 9, so it's got 6 left. So I'm putting that there so I'll remember. I have 6 movement left. So this is where we go to our first battle. Okay, reading the Shadow Servant's card, you can see that at the start of the Shadow Servant's turn, if it is a raiding minion, it rolls 1d20, 16 to 20, Shadow Servant vanishes and reappears on a spawn point in an adjacent quadrant closer to the exit of the dungeon. So, although you could interpret it either way, it was, he wasn't raiding when he entered the board, but then he immediately went to raiding. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because it's still the start of his turn. So we're going to probably take that 4 movement back and just see what happens. Well, let's just roll a 1d20 first and see what happens from there. That is a 16. So that means the Shadow Servant vanishes and reappears on a spawn point in an adjacent quadrant closer to the exit of the dungeon. So that means, let's just take that off there. Start here, it spawned, sees Faith standing right in front of her and says, okay, let's blink. So we're going to go to a spawn point closer to the exit. Of course, that is right where Sir Brennis is standing. Does it say spawn point? Reappears on a spawn point in an adjacent quadrant. Okay, that's not really spawn point. That is just a skull of bones. So an adjacent quadrant, that's adjacent, no spawn point. That's adjacent, no spawn point. I don't know if that's closer. We're going to go there. We're just going to say that because that's the closest spawn point. Seems like it would make more sense to say spawn point or bone pile, skull pile, whatever we call those things. So anyway, by rule, that's the only adjacent spawn point. So we're going to do that this time. May or may not be right, but that's what's going to happen. So we don't have to do the battle. Okay, next is the Orc Siegebreaker in blue. And go back and roll those same 4 dice. And see what happens. So we have, that is orange again. See it? Okay. Orc has a +2, so he's moving 3. He is not raiding, and he's going to start in 3. 3 movement point from spawn point 3. That is right here. Okay. Kind of the way so our other group's moving. Right? Okay. Now over here, Paulum can't, there's a wall there, so can't see, they can't see each other, but he's already raiding, which reminds me I need to put a raiding marker on that one. So we have that. So that is the Shadow Servant in raid mode. Okay. That finishes turn 1, I do believe. So that was the end of turn 1. We'll go to turn 2. Upkeep phase. Process afflictions. None yet. Lit torch check. Nope, don't have any of those. Nobody used a special ability that needs to be channeled. Place initiative tokens. Teleport track we don't have to worry about yet. We're not quite there. We're actually quite a long ways away. Okay, how do we want to move here? We may want to try to battle that raiding minion up there, I think. Let's see. Sir Brennus is 2, 4, 6, 7 away. Good chance he can make that. So I think I'm going to put 1 on him. And then he'll probably get up. If he gets up there, then we'll probably rally face. And Pauline's she's got a plus of 4, so she can get there right now. So that's not an issue. But I don't want her to go first, because in case nobody else can get there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do Faith second and Pauline third. And over on the other side, Zeke is kind of dragging. Do we want to have those guys? I can get Melhiliac to that unexplored mining site up there. We should be able to do that. Zeke is 2, 4, 6. Oh, the doors are on the other side, so I don't think Zeke can get there. We may move them up towards these rooms here. These 3 are one of the green quests. So, matter of fact, I think this is where that key is we're looking for. It's going to unlock, the Onyx key is going to unlock these red doors. So I don't guess it makes much difference. We'll just go ahead and move Zeke and see how far he goes. And then Melhiliac, and then Inwin. Okay. I'm looking at my trusty little cheat sheet here. Next is the encounter phase. Draw, card, and process. Okay. And this is our card. It's an environment card. One of the heroes approaches a fairly large purple gem that's embedded into a wall. The gem is warm to the touch and emits a very low pulse that lightly vibrates the ground. When combating monsters with the mythical racial trait, these monsters receive +3 to all warfare rolls while this environment is in effect. Great. So what I do there is in the dice tray, I want to put a purple D6 to remind me that there's something affecting mythical somewhere. So that will remind me to go back and look at that card, maybe, hopefully. I don't know, who knows. Okay, the next up is the Guardian phase. We are going to roll a D20 and see if one comes down, emerges. So we didn't have one last time, so now the Guardian spawn track is on 19. And of course, we have a Guardian to spawn. And that Guardian is Lord Blackhand. He targets 2, 3, and 1 first. He's good in the physical, spiritual, and chaos. He moves 2. Okay. So let's find out where he goes, what all he's going to do. Okay, so we're going to roll. Remember the purple one's there just to remind me of stuff. We're going to roll a D8 to see where he spawns, and then we're going to roll one of those patrol route to see which direction he kind of moves, and then we'll roll again when he gets to the next one. So let's see. Okay, that is blue, and he's spawning in 4. And he's going to follow that blue route initially. 4, boy, you know it, he's right there. Oops, maybe a little too heavy that way. Okay, he's right there. Now blue, everybody's on the other side. Well, he spawns there, he's gonna see inland. Because that, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't block a line of sight. It would block like maybe a special ability that had range, but not line of sight. So his favorite is, let's see, 2, and that is exactly what inland is. So that's where he's going to go. So he's going to start off by tracking her right off the bat. So what we'll do is put a tracking token on Lord Blackhand's, a tracking 1, and then on inland, just move over there, we will put the matching tracking token on her card. Okay, this does not look good for inland. Since he is tracking her, he will move because he would have, if he wouldn't have seen anybody, he would have gone this way to there, and then we'd have rolled again. He might have come back, or he could have went over this way, but he didn't. He pops in and sees inland standing right there, so he's gonna. Well, he can't move through there, so he's gonna go there. That's his closest, and now he sees everybody else. Because that's the first. That is the first space that gets him adjacent to her, and he is going to attack her. Now, he's going to attack, and again, let's see, he is versed in, I can't remember all these, I just say red, orange, and black, but, you know, it's going to be physical, spiritual, and chaos. And let's see, inland, go over there and see her. Inland is okay in physical, because she also got a +2. She got the sword there, so that's going to help. And she's better, a little bit better in the archery or the ranged, but that's not going to come into play. So she is going to have to, she's going to have to spend 1 essence to do the counterattack, and counterattack in the red. So let's move over to this. This is the app I was telling you about, and we'll go through this. So again, Lord Blackhand is versed in the red physical, so that's that one. The orange spiritual, that is that one. And the black chaos, which is that one. So next we're going to randomize all those. So red is up first, and again, I'm moving her essence down to 5, and she is going to attack in that one, and then she will obviously have to defend in those 2. Okay? So next we just roll the dice, see what happens. Okay, so 15. And she has a +2 on her warfare ability, plus a +2 on the footman sword. So she's got 19. So she does 1 damage to Lord Blackhand. That's always a bonus. It's always good to damage your opponent, because he will do everything he can to damage you, I guarantee it. Okay, so I'm putting 1 damage on Blackhand. Now, in the spiritual, that's a 12. And she has a 0. I'll see if we can flip over here. She has a 0. So that doesn't get any bonus. And as you can see in his card's got 13. So she's going to take 2 damage. So moving her health down to 7. Okay, so next up is the black is a 5. She's defending. She's got a 0 on there, but he's got an 11, as you can see. So that is another 2 damage. A little short on that one. So she goes down to 5. Okay. So we had 12 on spirituality, but Sir Blackhand, or Lord Blackhand is 13, so we fell short there. And we fell way short on the chaos, so on the 2 that she really needs. So she takes 4 damage. And we've already got that marked. We've got Lord Blackhand marked with 1 damage. And that's all that's going to happen in that one. So let me move Lord Blackhand's card over to the bottom of the minion stack. And that is the Guardian phase. Well, I guess the bonus is that at least it's out, because we're only going to have 1. Once we defeat that, we've completed that Kill the Guardians quest in level 1, and there won't be another one spawning until we leave and come back. Okay, so we did the Guardian phase. Now it's the hero phase. So we don't have, let's see. Who do we have? We had Sir Brennus up first. So they're over here, and we thought about going over after that minion. We definitely know what's going to happen over on the other side, so all 3 of those are adjacent to Lord Blackhand, so they're going to try to, they will battle him. Okay, so up first is Sir Brennus. So we want to roll the dice. Let's see, I'm going to leave that purple in there. Where we're going to roll and see where he moves. We want to move him up towards the bad guy. So he's got a +2. That's a 3. That's a 5. So that's 8. I think that might get him there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gets him adjacent. So he is going to spend 1 essence, takes him to 5, and it's going to rally Faith and Pauline. So Faith is up next. She's got 2. Faith has a movement also of 2. So let's move her. There's 4 and 6. So that's 10. Gonna get her there, no trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Pauline has got a +4. So 5 and 7 is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move right there. Okay, they are going to battle the Shadow Servant. And it's not the Shadow Servant's turn. He's got that special thing of blinking out, but he doesn't get to do that right now. Okay. So this is how I've been doing it. I just put the card down there so I can see what's going on. So the Shadow Servant is versed in spiritual, arcane, and physical. So we don't have purple in there. Don't have mythical, so we don't have to worry about that on this particular bad guy. Okay, so we have to go over. We have 3 heroes that are fighting, and we got, what do we say? Orange, green, and red. We need to see who's good on those over here. That we got these 3, so definitely going to have Sir Brennus on the red one, on the physical. He's got a +3. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, she got +2 with the spiritual. And nobody really has arcane. Got a +1, 0. Okay, well let's go see what we got here. We want to reset, and we got that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. Faith is going to use her golden bow in phase one. Somebody's probably going to have to defend. I guess I could have Pauline defend. Not going to get any help either way. No. I'm going to have Faith attack with her crude mace. So phase one, phase two, and then phase three is going to be Sir Brennus with his Warren the longsword attacking. Okay. Well, that's what we got there. Okay, so we need to see. Oh. So in the spiritual, we have a 16 and also a +3 and a +3. So that's 22 with face bow. And he's only an 11. So you can see there, he's only got 11. So face bow does 2 damage right off the bat. Oh, that's enough to kill the dude. So we don't have to go any further. So he's kaput. He is no more. And that means we're going to, as you can see on his card there, I'm going to roll a d20. Of course, we need a 19 or 20 to get anything, but let's see what happens. I got 10, so nothing's going to happen. Other than we have one bad guy defeated, which is always a bonus. Okay, so that moves us on to our other party of 3. Let's see. Zeke is at number 4, so he's going to spend 1 essence down to 11. And going to rally our other 2 guys. I'm going to take that tracking off. I don't need that anymore. What did I do with the other one? Oh, no, I can't take that tracking off. I was thinking about the one we just defeated. Silly boy. Okay. So, those 3 are going to fight for Black Hand, who has 1 token, 1 health token already. So he is at 6. So let's see how this works. Maybe. Lord Blackhand is versed in physical, in spiritual, and chaos. Still not mythical, so we don't have to worry about that on this environment. For right now, anyway. Okay, so we go back to our screen here, and we will want to reset, and we'll have this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so we've got chaos up first. That is right up Melhiliak's alley, because he's got a +3 ability, and then he's got that nasty sword with another +3. So he's attacking in round 1. In round 2, looks like that is going to go to Inwin. She has a +2, and then she has also a sword with a +2 in physical. So Inwin's making that attack. Lastly is Zeke. He is going to attack with his basher that has a +1 added to his already +1. So everybody's attacking all 3 rounds. Let's see what you get. So we have 14 in the chaos, and as you can see, his chaos is 11. So, and the sword that Malhuliak just struck him with is a +2. So he has now to 3 damage. And then we go to physical is 14, and she has a +2 and a +2, so she has 18. And as you can see, that's enough. Hers does 1 more damage, so he's at 4 damage. Lastly, we have a 13 plus a 1 and a 1, so that's 15. And that is also enough to do another damage. So we have 5 damage now on Lord Blackhand. So that's always a bonus. None of the heroes suffered any damage. Lord Blackhand is at 5. He has 2 left. And that finishes the hero phase. Actually, that does not finish the hero phase because I forgot to move Albus. We want him to check there for sure. And we may need to send him back. He's got a long way to go, though. Who's the closest with some gold? Ugh, none of those guys have any. Okay, he's going to have to run all the way over here to get some gold to maybe go buy potions, because Inwin needs a health potion. Faith has one, so maybe we can run by and grab it from Faith and take it over there. Anyway, let's roll. He's going to try to get here. Remember, he's got a D6 +6. So, let's see how far he goes. Okay, he's got 9. So he's going to go 1, 2. And he's going to looky there, and there's another mining site. So that's good. So he has 7 left. 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 9 to start with. Okay, I think I'm going to have him. He's going to move again. Oh, he's got another move. I think I'm going to have him try to grab that healing potion. Take it over to Inwin. Well, Faith is he's going to have to make a trip. But I think he's going to do that. He's going to move again. Let's see how far he gets to move this time. 4 and 6 is 10. Okay, so Let's see our terrain here. No walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, go 5. Go 5 there. Grab the healing potion. And so he's carrying it. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he's headed over that way. And you're going to try to get that healing potion over to Inwin. And then maybe probably pick up some money from Hiliac, some gold, and go back to town and maybe buy a few other things. Okay. Now, that finishes the hero phase. So now we go to the monster phase. The first thing we want to do is check our minions. We only have 2, so we are going to spawn a minion. And our minion to be spawned is a Cultist of Zool on a green stand. And see her special ability. Heart of Darkness. Before combat, Cultist rolls 1d20, puts 2 tokens on his card, represents increased health. Oh, good grief. So she's going to have a health of 3 if she gets that. Okay, so we need to go see where, right now at least, she's going to spawn. Okay, we want this guy's up. So she's going to spawn in 1. That's where she's going to spawn. Let's see. Her standee here. 1. Oh, there it is right there. All right. Oh, sorry. Come back here. It's one of the things with having a board this large. See right here, that's number 1. Down here on that level. So she has spawned, and we go back and we're going to go through our other minions. First is the Green Shadow Dweller. And let's see, where's he at? Gotta find him first. Green Shadow Dweller's here. So we want to see where it's gonna run. That's he's going this way on that orange track. He's got 2 to get to the bone pile. So we're gonna roll a d20 to see what he does if he goes raiding. And then that one, and then that one. And has a +4, d6 +4. Okay, so we're going to roll those 3 die. And you can see that's blue. So, not raiding, 9 movement, and it's going to go to blue as soon as it hit that skull pile. So 9. Here, that's 1, 2. And that's blue this way, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the way that one's going. Okay, next up is the Orc Sagebreaker, who is up here. And on, that's one that just, okay. Make sure I'm doing everything right here. Okay. Orc Sagebreaker, we're going to roll those same die. He's got d6 +2. And we got pink, purple, whatever you call that. No rating and a 5. So 5 on that purple trail. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see, not along that path. Can see, no, not within 4 of anybody. Okay. Okay, next up is Lord Blackhand. And probably haven't shown you that. Let's switch over there and look at it. So you can see the Shadow Dweller, Orc Sagebreaker, Lord Blackhand, and then the one we just drew is the Cultist of Zul. Okay? So we are on Lord Blackhand. He sees all 3 of them. His preference is, who is it? Is a 2. So that's going to be Inwin. So he is going to attack Inwin. We did this before. Inwin's here. So that's who he's going to attack. Let's go check that. Okay. Let me try it this way. See what happens. Oh. Okay, Lord Blackhand is versed in physical, spiritual, and chaos. And going after Inwin, who is mainly going to be in the physical. That's the only one. So she's going to have to spend another essence. You have to be careful with her. I'm going to have to be careful with her. Okay. She's down to 4 essence. All right, let's go see. Go see who does what here. They're going to okay, we don't need to reset. We're already done there. So we've got that one, and that one, and that one. And then we're going to randomize. Okay. So she's going to defend in this one, attack there, and defend there. That's how that works. Okay, see what we got here. 18. 18 on black, and she got a 0, so no damage there. Uh, 6 on red. She's got another +4. She got 10 on red. That is not enough. Needs a 12, so she's going to take 1 more damage. It's going to move her down to 4. And then an 11 on spiritual, and she has a 0 added there, and it's got 13, so that's 2 more damage. She's down to 2. Okay. And did no damage to Lord Blackhand that time. So he's still got 5. Maybe we can get him in the next round, hopefully. So that's where all that stands as we move Lord Blackhand's card back. And then we still have the new one, the Cultist of Zul. Oh, she's down there in that bottom corner. So we're going to roll the same dice as we have for the other ones and see what she wants to do. Okay. No, that is orange. And 4 plus, she got a 2. So moving 6 from in the orange direction. She's here. This is orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That ends that turn. And I think we're going to stop it here. We're a little over an hour in, so this game takes a while. Well, of course, it takes a lot longer, you know, switching camera views and talking and doing all that stuff. But it took, I didn't really keep track of it, but I finished 3 levels, all 3 levels, and it was spread out over 3 days, I think, 3 maybe 4 days. And you know, 2 3 hour sessions a day. So it took me a while. Of course, you know, learning it, I was trying to make sure I was doing it right, and still ended up missing a few things. But hopefully, I haven't made too many glaring errors in this one so far. If I have, please point it out to me. And I'm going to wrap this one up, and we will try to catch back up on episode 2 of Into the Depths from Dungeon Crusade. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time, whenever that may be.